How did I get a piece of okra? Thanks for joining me, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.
Hi guys, it's your girl Gerlinda, and I'm back again today with another mukbang. Today I'm going to be eating Swadley's barbecue. I got what I always usually get is the loaded baked potato with grilled chicken, and I got a salad. Here's my salad. Looks good. Looks really good. Okay, and then the way they put the baked potato, you have to put it together. So it just comes like a regular baked potato. It's not cut, so I have to cut it. Most times it's cut already, and a lot of times it'll already have the butter and cheese in it so that it can melt, but not today. So I'll have to cut it. Like when you eat inside, it's already together, huh? Okay, so they have the butter and the cheese together like this, so, and the sour cream. So I just put it all in. Break it up a little bit first. This really looks like the regular size potato again.
Really?
Yeah. You know how I like to get the jumbo one. And a lot of times if you order it, like, again, if you like ordering it in the drive-thru versus ordering it inside, you'll end up with the regular size potato. But it's still good. It'll be good. So I just put all of the butter and cream, sour cream and cheese inside, and then they give you the chicken or whatever meat you got, and just put it like in foil. And so I just put that on top of the cheese and the sour cream and everything. Then I like to put a barbecue sauce on top of that. I just got some mild barbecue sauce. Let's pour that right over. Yum. Looks good.
I know you love it. It's the only thing you ever ordered.
Well, I've had my share of barbecue from there. I mean, just barbecue ribs or whatever, but sometimes I just want something. I don't want it, that much meat all the time, so I just end up getting something that I know I'll eat all of. There's salad. Let's see. Ranch dressing for my salad. They have really good ranch. I love their ranch. You guys, that's Ty talking in the background.
I got me a brisket salad.
Yeah, what do you have? What did you get?
Sliced brisket.
I don't know if you can hear him, guys, but he says sliced brisket, spicy beans,
fried okra,
and fried okra. They have really good fried okra too. I love their fried okra. Yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna see, maybe you guys can see it a little better. I don't want to cut my head off, but there we go. Let's see if I can get a thumbnail. How's that? All right. So I'm going to say grace, and I'm going to dive right in. Dear Lord, thank you for the food I'm about to receive. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I'm hungry, guys. That was a quick prayer, but I'm hungry. I didn't have breakfast this morning, so I'm ready for this. So good. Put a little salt and pepper on there. Needs a little salt and pepper. Are you done with yours already? Are you already done? You still eating?
Mama.
His look good too, guys. It's always fresh. I mean, I can't complain.
Yes.
It's always fresh and always good.
A little pricey.
Yeah, that's a little pricey. I'd say like just for the two of us, it was over $30, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a little pricey for lunch, but it's worth every penny.
Yeah.
Look at that salad. It looks so good and fresh. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Got me some sweet tea, of course. Tie-dye lemonade. So guys, we've been the last couple of weeks, we've just been chilling around the house. We haven't done too much. We just really can't do too much with the pandemic going on out there. So really can't do a whole lot.
About to drive a person crazy.
Yeah. It's enough to drive a person crazy. And just to go out and get food is, you want to get out just to get some fresh air and see some scenery, some different scenery. But I really am glad when this thing is over. I hope it's over soon.
Which it don't look like it.
No, it doesn't look like an ending in sight.
Because it's still on the rise.
It's still, and Ty says, he was just saying that it's still cases on the rise and still people catching it every day. And people dying every day from it, and it's just doesn't seem like there's an end in sight.
Maybe if people get serious about it. they can
Yeah, if everybody got serious, I think that would help.
control it. They're not control.
I've seen several studies that they've done that proves that wearing the mask could cut this thing down
In 2 months.
in a couple of
Get it
months
controlled.
and get it under control in a couple of months. And I don't understand why people are fighting against that. I see so many people fighting against just something as simple as wearing a mask. I just don't understand that. And I feel for families of people that have lost loved ones to it, and I pray that, you know, people, I mean, that it just ends, and that people getting sick and people dying stops. I want that to stop. And I pray for it. I pray about it every night.
They love ones and they're with them.
It's just sad, you know, that it's come to that.
Now on.
People dying alone without their families by their sides. It's just too much.
But they asked them if they ain't seen it. One man inside Walmart. Asked them if they ain't seen it, they can Google it. One man inside of Walmart pulls his pistol.
He did what?
Pulled his pistol. So they try to make him wear a mask. That's some stuff getting crazy.
Yeah. He was saying that there's a man that pulled his gun out at Walmart because they were trying to get this guy to wear a mask inside Walmart. And he refused and ended up pulling his gun out. I guess on the person that asked him to put on the mask. So what I recommend that they probably will have to start doing is hiring police officers to come and, you know, enforce people wearing masks. It's bad that it has to come to that in America and in the U.S., but if that's what it is, that's what it is. That's what it has to be.
The workers shouldn't have to be enforcing.
Yeah, that shouldn't be on the workers. They shouldn't be put at risk like that. But it's just not fair to the people that are trying their hardest to and doing everything that they feel would, you know, protect them and other people. And then you see people not even trying to do that. And it's not fair. Here in Oklahoma, our governor was just tested positive for the virus, and he's still saying he doesn't want to mandate mask and make it, you know, mandatory that people wear masks. He still doesn't want to do that, even though he has it. I think they're supposed to be voting on it in the next couple of days to, I guess, override what he doesn't want to do.
City by city that's doing it.
Yeah.
It ain't the state.
It's like each city can decide to do it, even though the governor doesn't want to do it statewide. So this thing is turned so political, and there's so much involved. I mean, so much to it that I don't know that it'll ever get, to a place where they think about the people. You know what I'm saying? It's more so about politics and more so about economy and money and, just that's what's driving this thing. And as long as they're not thinking about the people, it's going to continue. Yeah. And you try to be okay, and you try to not think about it, try to be positive and not think of the negative things, but you can't help but think of it. It's on the news every day. You every day hear somebody else getting it, or somebody that thinks they were exposed, and then how many new cases there are, how many deaths there were, like in 24 hours. There's no way you can just forget it, because it's there. And it's affecting so many people's lives, on a daily. Yeah, there's several doctors that have said that if we wear a mask for maybe like couple of months.
Yeah, they said a couple of months and it will be under control.
And that alone would control it, get it under control. But just like a few people that agree with that and want to do it, or have been doing it all along, just us alone can't do it. It has to be everybody. Everybody's got to do it for it to work. I don't even want to get on the subject of kids going back to school. Now that, to me, is just not even rational thinking. I don't even think that's something that people should even be thinking about. I feel like they should have just, if they were going to do school, start school at the regular time, it should have just been virtual. Just online schooling. That's the safest thing right now. Because you can't expect children to wear masks, number one, and two, keep it on for as long as they have to keep it on during the day.
Maybe junior high on up.
Yeah, maybe junior high, because
junior high on up. Not elementary, grade school.
But elementary, grade school, kindergarten, you can't expect those young kids to understand that they have to wear a mask all day long.
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. And if you keep your kid home and do homeschool, well, what happens when they want to go outside and play with the kids that did go to school? That's another problem. So if they went to school, caught it at school, and you kept your kid home because you don't want them to catch it at school, and then, you know, they play with the same kids that went to school, there you go. It's just like sending them to school anyway. So, I don't know. It's a mess.
Some school that started had 17 kids to take positive. I forgot what state it was in.
Wow. This is good.
Babe, can I give you my thought? What I think we should do?
About what?
The pandemic.
About the pandemic altogether?
Yeah, there's two things I think.
Sure.
Lock down everything for 2 months.
Okay.
Mandate masks.
Those are the two things we should do.
Yeah. And you'll see a big decrease.
I agree.
You'll see a big decrease.
I don't know if you guys can hear him or not, but he said the two things that he thinks should happen that would decrease the spread of this virus, and I agree with it, is mandate mask and just shut everything down again
For 2 months.
for a couple of months.
That's what
You guys
did.
comment down below if you think those things would be,
Just them two.
just those two things would slow the spread of this pandemic. Comment down below if you think if you agree with that, or if you don't agree, tell me why. I want it to be over. I really do. So I'm willing to do whatever I think it might take. You know, I'm willing to do it, but if another person, my neighbor, or just going into a store where there's other people, if they don't agree to it, we're never going to get anywhere. And what's crazy about it is that other people have I don't know, they control whether or not because if they don't want to wear a mask and you do, then they're controlling what could happen to you. And that's crazy to me.
Maybe ask everybody, do they remember when they said when summer comes, the virus will go away? Ask them, do they remember them saying that?
I'm tired of asking you guys. Remember when they were saying that once it got warm outside or hot, and once summer came, that it would, did they say go away?
Yeah, they said it would kill the virus.
They said it would kill the virus.
And cases would just go down.
And cases would go down. Do you guys remember that? I remember them saying that. And that's something that they thought was going to happen, but as you can see, they were wrong about that. That's what happens with the normal flu, but this flu, this thing is not normal. And what I think it does, what I think it's doing is mutating and it's changing. It keeps changing. And I think that's where you get the different symptoms and stuff. It's because I think there's more than one strand of the virus, and depending on which one you get is what it does to you. That's what I think. It's like you have the people that it's mild symptoms, then you have the people that are need to be on a ventilator. I think that it's different strands of it, whichever one you catch. Yeah.
Asymptomatic will spread it to your body.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you have a lot of people that are asymptomatic and are spreading it. And they don't even know they have it. Because they're not showing any symptoms at all. So, but they can be spreaders or carriers. It's messed up.
We wear our masks everywhere we go.
Yeah.
We got hand sanitizer in both vehicles.
Yeah, we are definitely going by the rules. We wear our mask everywhere we go. We use our hand sanitizer. We have that in both of our vehicles. We have one here. Wash our hands often. You know, so we're definitely doing all that we know to do. But what gets me is that when you go somewhere else and you see other people are not doing that. And it's scary. No, that makes it scary because
We do let Tata go in stores where he's not allowed to touch nothing.
yeah, we take Ty with us to stores and stuff. His rule is that he just doesn't touch anything. You know, he wears a mask, and we tell him not to touch anything while he's in there. And when we come back to the car, we all put on hand sanitizer. You know, and that's what we've been doing, and that's what we're going to continue to do. I still, when I bring things from the store, if I shop, I still disinfect everything. I still, we have.
One out of these, we fill out little bottles, our little portable bottles up.
We have this on hand. And we always fill up our little bottles. When they get empty, we fill up the little bottles with this. Our travel size bottles, so we fill them up with this. When we run out of this, we get a new one. And so we're trying. Yeah. A lot of times I'll just wear gloves to keep from having to worry about what I'm touching when we go out, like to Walmart or wherever. Or if we go shopping, I have to have a buggy. I'll put on gloves. That way I know that I'm not touching anything. And then when I get done, I pull those gloves off, and I still use my hand sanitizer because I just want to be safe, you know. And then I don't care how long we've been out, and I've been using hand sanitizer all the time in the car. When I come home, I'll wash my hands, and most times I'll get out of what I'm wearing and take a shower and change clothes. That's just what we do. I mean, just in case there's something got on me while I was out. Just, I don't know, just trying to be cautious. And I miss my mom so much. But I try to stay away from her as much as I can to keep from bringing germs to her. She's my mom's 77 years old. You know, You'll see her one day on my channel. She doesn't look 77 at all. She gets around really well. But I just want to keep her safe, you know, as safe as I can. So I don't go around her a lot. You know, I'll go over and take her some. If she needs something, I'll go take her something. Or if she needs to go somewhere, I'll go over there and we'll both be masked up. And I'll take her where she needs to go. And, you know, take her back home. But, you know, we're just trying to be as safe as we possibly can. And I buy gloves. We buy them by the box full. This is, Ty has large. We bought the large for him because his hands are so big, much bigger than mine. I have small, and Tata uses the small with me. They're a little too big for him, but I mean, you know, if we want him to have something on his hands, this is what we use. We give him a small. It's my size small. And that's what we do. I mean, that's what we do. That's all. That's all you can do, is try to be as safe as possible for yourself and your family and the people around you. You know, that's my goal, is to make sure that, you know. And then at the same time, if I were to be asymptomatic, nobody knows if they are or not, and have it, I wouldn't want to give it to anybody else. And, you know, if I went out to the store, I feel like I'm protecting other people from myself, you know, though I don't have it. But I'm just saying, if you're asymptomatic, people don't know that they have it when they're asymptomatic. So what you want to do is try to protect other people when you're wearing your mask and your gloves, and that's what you're trying to do. You know, you're protecting yourself and other people. So that's the point and the reason why you would want to do that, you know. And that's the part I don't understand, why people don't want to do that. If you don't want to do that, I don't understand why you don't want to do that. That is mind-blowing to me, that people will refuse to do that. I don't get it.
Love that we ain't lost no love, but we can't imagine somebody being sick. We can't.
Yeah. We haven't lost any loved ones, thank God, you know, to it. And couldn't imagine if somebody was to get sick and us not be able to see them. They're in the hospital and they're sick with COVID, and we wouldn't be able to see them. That's enough right there for me to, you know, take my precautions. That is, I couldn't imagine going through that. That would be a lot to go through. And I just think of all the people that have gone through it. And I just pray for them. I pray for people that have gone through this and had to experience that. And then, you know, also pray for those who are sick with it at home and trying to, you know, get better at home. I pray, hope and pray that you get better soon, and you don't, you know, you don't get those really bad symptoms, you know, that you can handle your symptoms at home and not have to go to the hospital because they got worse. You know, I just wouldn't want that for anybody. So yeah, it's just thinking about that just gives me the chills. How different the symptoms can be, and how some people say it just turned on a dime and got worse, you know, and you had to go to the hospital. It's real scary. Nothing to play with, nothing to joke about. I hollowed out my potato. It's completely hollowed out.
You demolished it, wasn't
Hmm?
it? You didn't demolish it.
I demolished it. I sure did. It happens like that, you know? Happens like that most times, doesn't it? If it's something I like, I'm a demolisher. Mm. This bread is so good. I don't know. I think they make them homemade, right? Is that what they say
What's that about?
about their rolls? Are they homemade
I think so.
at Swadley's?
I think they are.
They're really good. Wheat rolls. So good. And their ranch is so good. I know they said it's homemade too. Mm-hmm. Mm. The salad's gone too. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, guys, that's all for today. I finished all my food. I'm really full, so you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go down and hit the subscribe button. Also, hit your notification bell. Give me a big fat thumbs up if you like this video. And guys, comment down below and let me know if you like what I'm doing. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay.